Here's a quick video on cleaning out the Graco paint system. So stage one is we'll take the feed out of the paint and put it in some gun wash, and we've now just run that through. So we've run some gun wash through the system just to clean out the lines and the pump. So that's stage one. Okay, so stage two, once you've run some thinners through, you need to turn the pressure right down, turn that right down to 0, and then release the pressure from the system so there's no pressure left in there. And then to release the paint and the thinners that's in the system, do you want to just turn that nice and slowly? We're just releasing this valve here, which will drop all the thinners with the residue of paint out of the system, out of the lines and out of the pilot filter. So your next stage, to get to the filter inside here, you're going to get a pair of grips onto there and unscrew the filter housing so that you can get to the filter inside. Okay, so the next stage is you want to make sure that this filter housing here is clean. So Lawrence uses a little piece of welding rod to make sure that all the solid debris is out of the drain at the bottom, and then washes it through with some clean thinners or gun wash. So we need to get the internal part out of the filter. Easiest way to do that is just to give it a tap on a hard surface. Take the filter out the centre of the cartridge.
It's
Quite tight apparently.
yes.
Okay, and once she's out, we've got some clean thinners or gun wash here. Pop it in there, and then
Put that one in there.
outer part in one, inner part in the other, and then Lawrence will take a brush and agitate the filter to remove any solids that are there.
Yes, like so.
The outer part again gets clean with the
Okay.
brush. Once everything's clean, you can take it out and lay it to the side.
Okay.
So we're now at a point where it's had 2 or 3 flushes, and that's now coming out with.
Totally clean.
So now you have reassembly. So once you're happy that everything's clean, the inner filter goes into the centre part. Need to make sure it goes round the right way.
Yes. So that goes through there. So that goes in there. Like that. A little tap. And then that must go in that way.
Okay, so you have the part with the flat slot head on the outside.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And is that ready to refit, Lawrence?
Yes.
So then it's just a case of refitting that cartridge into the housing, make sure that everything is in the right way, and screw it up, and then you'll just give it a little nip up with a pair of grips. It's important at this point that you close the drain valve on the bottom of the filter, because if you forget to do that and you repressurise the system, it will make a horrible mess.
Right. That is now set.
So make sure that that's set and closed. Next stage is at the gun end. So we unscrew the gun head, which is just a twist. It's quite tight, should be quite tight. And then inside the base of the gun is another filter. This is the most important one, because this is obviously your final filter before the spray gun itself. We'll then go and get that filter out the gun is into some clean gun wash. Agitate that and make sure you've got as much of the paint off as you can. We'll then take Lawrence's trusty welding rod and clean out the centre. You can see that there's actually quite a lot of solid that's come out of there. You need to make sure that all of that solid is out, because that'll block the paint line. Once you're happy with that, make sure you're wearing some eye protection, and once again give that a blowout with some compressed air.
Finger on the end.
Okay, so make sure that little filter is completely clean all the way through, and you should be able to see through it once it's clean.
Yes.
And
You can hold it up to the
all the
light.
way through
Yes.
there, which
Yes.
you couldn't do before.
Right.
So when you refit it, it fits back into the gun with the threaded part facing up. and then quite simply you just re-screw the head of the gun back on. And is that it, Lawrence? That's the system clean now, is it?
Yes, the only other filter is that's that top. Is the one in here.
Okay.
Right, John, what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is unscrew this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then how do you clean that, Lawrence?
Now, clean this. I'm going to drop this now in the gun wash.
Okay. Okay, so then just drop your primary filter, the one out the paint can,
Into there.
and agitate that.
Right, now then, John, the only way to get this out.
So there's a lot of solid that comes out of there, so that's obviously a contaminant. So you need to make sure that that's all nice and clean before.
Easiest way is to use an Allen key.
Yeah, and just repeat that a couple of times, just to make sure. There's a lot of solid that comes out of there, Lawrence.
Yes, there is. Right, safety glasses on
Okay, and blow it out.
and blow it out.
So your final stage then is just re-screw that filter onto the feed pipe, and that's the system then clean. So you've cleaned the filter off the feed pipe, the filter out of the main machine, and the filter in the pipe pre-gun. Thank you.